Well, evolving personally and professionally is what we all aim to do each and every day, but that can be difficult to do when life throws curves at you sometimes. Luckily, we had the chance to speak with one author, public speaker, and coach who has designed a 10-principle mindset to maximize your potential and your success rate. He's dedicated to empowering you when it comes to overcoming obstacles, staying healthy, staying focused, and staying on track. Here's today's Generation Inspiration.
Well, good morning. My name is Joshua Gorra, and I originally grew up in Lawrence, Massachusetts, which is a small city north of Boston, but I've been in Rhode Island now the last 20 years, but in New England my whole life. I mean, change your minds to change your future came from my own experience in my professional career, right? So I've been in financial services for almost 20 years now. And when I looked outside the box and I wanted to kind of expand, I realized it was more about how we view the world and how we view each day and what the recipe is. And so that's how I came up with the title. But the 10 principles to maximize each day is something I coach entrepreneurs around. And it's something I do for myself. So everything I do, it's something that I do myself, or else I wouldn't empower other people to do it, right? The biggest takeaway is overcoming obstacles, right? I mean, I'm fortunate to still be here. I was in a hit and run accident as a child, and I shared that in the book, so I don't want to give it away. But you know, the fact that I'm here to tell the story is a blessing in itself. So the biggest takeaway is you can do as much as you want, as much as you can on any given day, as long as you apply the right mindset and the right philosophy around it. And that's how I came up with those 10 principles. And the top 3 for me are gratitude, self-care, and passion, right? The other 7, you can go to joshgorra.com and see them and view them and read the summaries. And I also include a free workbook on there. But I really harp on those 3 more than anything, because if you're thankful for what you have in pursuit of what you want, it's a very different process, right, from day to day. And if you take care of you, you can take care of others. And the more we do that around other people, the more we empower other people to do that. joshgorra.com is my website. Also on Instagram, it's just my name, @JoshGorra. And then I'm also on Twitter and Facebook. But the book itself is on Amazon right now. I'm still working with Barnes & Noble. That should be up any day now. The Spanish version is in the works as well. So we're just translating, and I speak Spanish fluently. So again, it goes around empowering as many people as possible, especially in our communities and folks that speak English and Spanish. I would say that the biggest thing is, I started this book probably 2 years ago, and it pushed me to do it last year in the middle of the pandemic, because I'm looking around and there's a lot of folks in depression, anxiety, obesity, all these different things. And people are like, well, where do I go? How do I change things? And that's kind of how that also came about, that title, right? Like, how do I coach people to just take action? So I think the biggest thing is nothing's going to happen unless you take massive action and put it into work. But then people say, okay, well, I'm stuck. How do I actually start? And so that the 10 principles is literally a checklist. And my gift to everybody else is that I want to give them the gift of understanding, the gift of compassion, the gift of empathy with themselves. And if they can understand that and really empower themselves around that way of thinking, it's pretty powerful what we can do.
Josh says if you change your mindset, then you can change your future. And he urges you to go ahead and try following these 10 principles yourself to see what it can do in your life. For details on how to get started, feel free to check out his book at joshuagorra.com.